Good morning. We are headed to the gym right now. It's 6:15. Actually had to do a little bit of work, even though I got up at 5:30 this morning before I could leave the house. And I think what we're going to do today are some stairs. It's a love-hate relationship with stairs. But I think I'm going to do an hour of stairs, and then I actually might do some sprints afterwards. We'll see what we can film inside, depending on how loud the music is today. I told you the other day it was blaring from both the classes that were going on in the back and just in the gym itself. So let's go. We're almost there. It's only like a half a mile, a little over a half a mile for me. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful day in Florida. Let's get it started right this morning.
Good morning, everybody. I have been up since 6. I saw Michael briefly before he left to go to the gym. I'm making my pot of coffee now, washing some dishes that were left over from last night. Fed Abra, took her out. Having a great morning when I don't have to wake up and work out, and I'm so excited for my coffee. So he's at the gym. He's got a couple work phone calls today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start my work morning while he's gone. Good morning, pup. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. This does make me proud right here, because as recently as maybe 2 months ago, I didn't have a clue in the world how to make my own coffee, and I was going out to buy coffee almost every day of my life. So this is a big score, big success. Michael bought me this French press. It's actually my second French press, because the first one he bought me was the one that got hit when I got hit by the truck. So this is my second French press, and I am making my own coffee, well, almost every day these days. So I'm kind of proud about that. We're in from the pool. It got so hot, I felt like I had the workout that I didn't have this morning. I had, I think it was I had cut it up into small pieces, but I think it was about the equivalent of one of the Burger King burgers left over from yesterday that had the cheddar and the Munster cheese on it. So I scrambled up 2 eggs, and this is what it looks like. This is breakfast for me at it's 10:23, my birthday time on the clock. Here we go, 2 scrambled eggs and a burger, sour cream, salt, pepper, that kind of stuff. Same old every day. Back to work. Are hungry.
Yeah, it's
It's after 3.
Yeah, a little after 3.
I just got out of the shower. And we've decided we want Wendy's again. Burger King was too much of a gamble. It was a gamble and
It was a little bit of a loss.
Gamble and an L.
loss.
So we are ordering online from Wendy's again. And
Was it the Baconator we did last time?
Baconator, yep.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do exactly what I did 2 days ago.
All right.
Okay, how about you?
Same.
You
Yes,
going to get 2
same.
again?
I am, but I'm going to not add as much since we got so many cheeses to put in here.
I'm going to make 2 also, but they're going to be ever so slightly different.
Okay.
I'll tell you after I customize.
Okay. Off to get our food.
Yay!
She has something. She has burrs in her lower chin on the left side.
Uh-oh.
Okay, for me today, extra pickles, beer cheese, and the Asiago. That's it, because we do have cheddar, we do have blue cheese, we do have Munster. So that's what I got, and of course the bacon.
Mine has one with Munster and Asiago, one with Munster and beer cheese, I believe, is what I asked for.
Yeah,
and bacon on
beer
both,
cheese.
and I'm so excited. I remember how good these were from a couple days ago. We're also going to use our Publix cheese to kind of doctor them up even more,
Yeah.
just to save a few
They
dollars.
look,
Cheddar, more Munster. I am like hardcore into
yeah,
Munster
you
these
are,
days.
you are.
Maybe even some blue cheese crumbles.
awesome.
All right, here it is all doctored up. I think he and I each added one slice of cheddar and an extra Munster to
Yes.
both.
Yeah, and blue cheese. I added blue
Cheese.
cheese to both.
We both microwaved them for about a minute just to make everything taste better. Put a lot of salt on there.
Yep, more
And
pickles.
then pork rinds, pickles, and cheese. This is
You
about
know
the
it.
same. Every day looks about the same, and every day is delicious. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. She's like a little baby. Oh, you gonna give it up? You gonna give it up? Let me see them teeth. Oh, oh.
Can I have?
Look at these little toe beans we got here. Look at them. Oh my goodness.
Are you trying to kill me?
Okay, she's ready to play again.
Okay.
We busted out our writing utensils to take some notes.
Yes, we are Leuchtturm fanatics. Julie converted me from Moleskin. I do the softback. She does the hardback A5.
Yep.
And we both love tool pins, so we have a tool pin. We are going to watch Ancient Apocalypse, which we love. We love Graham Hancock. We love Randall Carlson. We're going to take some notes for videos, right?
Yep.
We're going to take some.
This is my.
And you're
YouTube-
reading Underworld, and I have the newest book on audiobook from Graham, which is called America Before. So we went down this rabbit hole. We love it.
Trying to overthrow the paradigm of history.
It's that time again.
That's
What is
usually
it?
my line.
6:50. I know. 6:51.
It's almost 7 o'clock and it's still so light out. It's beautiful.
I
We
know.
are approaching the longest
It's,
day of the year, I think.
Yeah, we are.
Isn't that
It's supposed
like
to have
June
storms
23rd,
tonight.
summer solstice?
That's right. I think that's right. Yeah, summer solstice.
Yep. And we are rewatching Ancient Apocalypse,
So
which
speaking
seems
of
apropos.
summer solstice.
Oh, I didn't mean to blur out your head when I cheered.
That's okay.
We have become absolutely obsessed. Michael too, but me, I'm absolutely obsessed with Graham Hancock. Like, I won't watch anything else right now, or don't want to. And I'm rewatching this because I don't feel
Well,
like
number one, it's just good.
Yeah.
But
It
now
really-
we're taking notes to kind of get.
Really makes me want to get out there and see some of these crazy, wild things out in the world. But
Yeah, we didn't even know a couple years ago when we did our tour down here in Florida. We were on one of these big mounds made out of shells from an
shell
indigenous
knitting, yeah.
tribe from, I don't remember how many thousands of years ago it told us. We were just at a park. It was
Mm-hmm.
free. So I wish we probably will go back. We plan on going back to swim with manatees this fall. So that's where it was. But yeah, that was a really, I mean, it was huge. It was tall. They had built steps up to it, and it was really neat. So now to watch this and go back, I think it'll be even more relative and cooler.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, 7 o'clock. We're drinking our booch.
I think that's it tonight. Early morning tomorrow. Ooh. Early morning for me. We won't make Julie make any promises on video.
I have been thinking literally all afternoon, what am I going to tell the camera? Because I don't want to get up. I'm dreading it, and it just makes me feel like I'm physically...
Then that's your body
It's
telling
bringing
you not to
down
worry
my
about it.
mental health, just thinking about not getting up early. I love getting up early. But doing those workouts, like
It's okay.
I love how I feel after I'm done working out for like, I don't know, half an hour. But the rest of the time, I feel like... Yeah, okay, so maybe I'm not as limber as a professional yogi, and maybe I'm, can't really keep up, and if I ever have to run for my life or something, I'm screwed. But, somebody has to be the bear's
It's okay,
bait.
I'll pick her up.
Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. And I knew this about myself before I started this challenge, and I thought maybe if I pushed myself to do it anyway...
That you'd break through.
Yeah,
I get it. Tell them what you said, though, about you personally feel the same way as you do after working out if you just eat carnivore.
Yeah, if I just eat carnivore and never have a cheat day, which Michael and I have a cheat day probably at least twice a month, maybe 4 times a month. It just depends on what the week. It's always on a weekend, depending on what the weekend looks like for us.
This is a really good booch tonight.
We try to kind of save those cheat days if we're going to be traveling and spending time with friends or family. Otherwise, we are just big Pizza Hut fans, and we will have a cheat day pizza like once a month or so.
It'll change your life.
But as you see, I have no problems never having a cheat day and eating consistent carnivore every single day without fail. I'm not tempted. I don't miss things. I'm fine. And I don't feel any better working out than I do when I just never have sugar or processed foods or junk in my system that needs to be purged. Like
I can say this.
Purged, I mean, I'm sorry.
No.
Like working out, like purging it by, burning up my metabolism.
Sweating, yeah.
I didn't mean purging in any other way.
No, I know. No, I am. So for me, what I will say, and Julie knows, I've always had trouble, whether we were on carnivore or we were eating a standard diet or paleo or keto or whatever, because we're probably both more paleo if you just said, hey, Michael and Julie have a normal week's worth of eating. But I have always struggled with red meat. I've always struggled with red meat outside of the occasional cheeseburger, whether we make it at home or we go out and eat it. So my point is, the last few days, trying different burgers at different places, I could continue to do that and not get tired of the meat, even though we buy the same cheese if we're making them on the air fryer. I don't know why. My burgers are never as good. They're just.
I love the air fryer. It's kind of a must if you're a carnivore. I love the air fryer, but
that's why we bought it 2 years ago.
Is never as good on the air fryer as it is on a good old fashioned grill or going out to eat. Steaks are the same.
Yeah,
it's just not the same. It's not as good.
It's true. It can get great stuffed crispy. Stuffed crispy.
It reheats things really good.
It reheats pizza amazing. Reheats meat amazing because it keeps it juicy, like it just come off the fryer. But yeah, Julie's right. When it comes to red meat, and then on the flip side, it's weird. It seems like for chicken, and maybe I'm just not doing it right, it tends to dry chicken out a little bit. So anyway, I'm blabbering on. But the last few days of doing this, I haven't got sick of the red meat. I haven't got sick of
Do you miss the workouts you were doing before this challenge? Be honest. It's okay to be honest. Do you miss...
It's funny because I told the camera back in January, you remember this, when I came back
World
from the
Carnivore
business
Month?
trip.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I talked to that guy who was doing CrossFit, and I decided to do more functional workouts. Not CrossFit because I like my joints, but more cross-functional moves like some of those. And I went into very, very great detail on those videos. Yes. Like Julie knows, I told her chiropractor, like they have a 100-pound sandbag, and I would love picking that thing up and slinging it. There's something very primal, very, masculine, I guess, about it.
My grandma needed a concrete, asphalt, cement bird bath moved when we were home visiting a few weeks ago. And my uncle and I went down in the backyard to assess how this thing could be lifted up and moved out of the yard. And my uncle just lifted the lid, the bath part off. And then I walked with him up the hill, and then next thing I know, here comes Michael with this huge cement bird bath stand over his shoulder like he was hauling a sack of potatoes.
Julie's uncle said, well, I was going to back the truck down there and put it up there. I was like, it's okay.
He walked all the way up a freaking hill with it. Like, how much do you think that thing weighed? I don't know.
More than 50. It was more than 50 pounds because when I laid it on my shoulder, comparing it, like to that.
I tried to rock it where it was standing in the ground, and I couldn't even rock the base.
So I do, but here's the other thing about that. Sometimes our gym is crowded in the mornings, and you have Michael back here making his own stations and kind of doing round robin things, and I think I aggravate people sometimes by doing that. But nobody touches the sandbag and certain things. But anyway, I do miss that because I feel like for me and my age, it's not about, unless I want to dope up, it's not about getting big. I'm not going to win any bodybuilding contest, and that's okay. And it's not about lifting as heavy as you can lift either. I want to be in shape, and I want my joints to move, and I don't want to be sore in the morning, So what I had started doing at the beginning of the year while incorporating some stairs and some running, it was primo. It was working out great. And the assault bike and the rowing machine. Julie knows I've had a rower for years before we moved down here, and so all those things. Anyway, yes. If that's Julie giving me an out tell her I want to miss doing that, I miss doing that. So if that gives you an out, then that's...
I miss not...
You miss coffee first thing in the morning?
There is no place in my morning for coffee when I get up and work out. And the reason we get up at 5:30 and work out is because we're trying to finish the workout before the sun comes up because it is so hot. But the problem is, in Florida, it may be 95 degrees all day. The sun goes down, we have 8 hours of darkness, and it's 94 degrees all night. Like, it does not get cooler. So it isn't really a success to work out in the dark anyway because it's not any cooler. It would be better if we worked out in the driveway, I suppose, because we get a little bit more of a breeze. But then we'd be disturbing all of our neighbors, and there's trash that comes three times a week. We have a dumpster that comes through.
More than even in Charlotte.
We have neighbors that are going to work and whatnot. Neither one of us really want to work out in the house. We don't like bringing sweat and whatnot into this house, especially since it's a rental. And Michael really sweats because of the pre-workout drink that he drinks. And I'm just honestly not feeling any better. I don't feel any better, so it doesn't. I mean, what I feel is like I've had kind of like if you could think of taking a hot shower when you just want to cry in the hot shower and how it makes you feel like you've been cleansed inside and out. I feel that way for maybe 30 minutes. Like my metabolism really flushed about a bunch of shit.
Okay.
Like around but within 30 minutes, I'm aggravated because my internal body temperature is so high and I'm so hot. I'm sweating. We walk the dog. The sun is up, and then we walk the dog. And I love to lay in the sun, but now I'm laying in the sun in the pool, which is also fine. But the pool water is 87 degrees.
Yeah.
They keep it on 87. So I never really cool back down. I come back in the house. I take a cold shower, but it doesn't really do anything. And then I come downstairs, and I just cannot fathom the idea of drinking a hot pot of coffee. So I tried. I've tried cold coffee. Cold
coffee's great.
I don't dislike cold coffee, but it's kind of a...
Julie is a total hot coffee drinker. 100 in the shade, she'll drink hot coffee in the morning.
Not 100 in the shade when I've been up since 5:30 breaking a sweat.
Well, no, but I mean, if it's the first thing you get
Getting up at 5:30 and working out and walking the dog and laying in the sun, I'm like hardcore sweating for like 5 hours.
Okay, hang on, let me ask you. If you got up at 5:30, would you make a pot of coffee and go sit out on the back deck regardless of temperature? Not working out. Just if that's what you walk down here.
In the dark?
Well, I mean at 5:30.
Well, it's dark at 5:30.
Well, I'm just saying, if you weren't working out and coffee was the first thing you made, would the temperature outdoors matter? I don't think it would.
Probably not, because I wouldn't have already worked up a sweat.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
A slight glisten because I live in Florida and I have to step outside to check the mail or, do something brief isn't the same as pounding, punching, cardio, exercise.
We get a workout overnight. We wake up.
I'm disappointed in myself
sweat on our backs.
For this. I am disappointed in myself for this because I wanted to learn to love it. I know that it's good for me.
Tell them about that summer a few years ago. You used to go to the gym with me.
I did. I think I had said before on here, I've never really been to the gym before. I've never seriously been to the gym before. Summer of 2019, Michael and I had just moved in together, and he was hurt. That was the year he was on crutches for a year.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really getting around a lot. I mean, he was going back and forth to work, but we weren't going out and doing anything for fun. We couldn't. There were just no safe places for him to go.
Yeah.
And he was exhausted, trying to like walk around malls and things on crutches. So what I was doing was going to the gym with him just to do something together. But I didn't enjoy it. It was a Planet Fitness. I just didn't enjoy it. A lot of reasons. I immediately felt like I bulked up and got big, and I probably really didn't. But I had the first time.
You got lean. So seeing muscle, I'm sure you probably thought you
the first time in my life I've ever had body dysmorphia. I think I went.
She's like, look at my shoulders. I'm like, yeah, they're cut up.
I didn't look in the mirror for like a full year. I couldn't bear to look at myself. I was so disturbed by the way I looked different. Yeah. It brought my mental health to a crash.
Goodness.
Yeah, I know, it was awful. But it's stupid. I mean, you're supposed to love doing things that make you feel good as a person. But I get the same feeling from eating literally 3 eggs every morning and a pound of beef every night. And I feel like a superhuman superhero.
Well, let's just let you channel your inner grandma to get up at 5:30 and make a pot of coffee. And look, you already crochet and cross stitch.
You don't have to tell them that though.
But I mean, no, it's not a big deal. You look great. You're eating what you want to eat. Like you said, you don't get sick of it. I only start to get sick of it when I start to really work out hard for multiple days in a row and I'm feeling like I am depleted. But that's one of the reasons why I agreed to do this with you, so that on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I wasn't going so hard that I was looking to cheat on the weekends. And
I will say, I can, and this is the honest truth. I am not lying. This is the absolute honest truth. But you're probably not going to believe it. I can tell when you've exercised more than you've eaten, and you're kind of like overdue a cheat day because you're either, I guess, you're calorie deficit, or you've just burned so much.
My brain's telling me that anyway.
And most of the cheat days that we have, honestly, I would never have them. It's just that I know that you want them and you need them. And who doesn't? Who doesn't want a big old hot cheese pineapple pizza? Like, I would probably resist 85% of the cheat days we have. If I didn't feel like it was something that your body needed. That's not to say I never want to cheat. Please don't
No, but you make a good point.
I feel so good doing what I do, I don't want to change it.
That's one thing that is interesting, because when we talk about it, I think we're both coming at it from the point of view of the other, of pleasing the other. So when you say that you think you can tell on days or the ends of a week when I've worked out hard and I need a cheat day, and you might subtly suggest something, and what that does to me is I don't realize you're doing that for my good, so that makes me think, oh, that's the trigger that I'm supposed to respond to her with, to say, oh, well, if you want to, sure. But then you look at January, when we both sat down before we talked about it, and we said, look, we're going to be 100% strict, 31 days, no questions asked, and we both were. So
it's like that Christmas story about the woman who sold her long hair to buy a watch band for her husband.
God, you showed me this,
and the husband sold his watch to buy a beautiful hair clip for her hair. So they each got a gift they couldn't use.
It's Emmett Otter, for those Jim Henson fans out there, where, Emmett's got to put a hole in the wash tub to get Mama her piano out of Hawk, I think. And Mama puts
Hawked her piano.
the tool chest in Hawk to get the guitar for Emmett, and it's like it is though. Well, it's exactly what you said. That's exactly what it is. So
I feel I'm gonna own it. I feel like a failure, but I don't want to keep pushing myself to do something that I'm getting no.
It's not like you put on 20 pounds.
I have reaped no benefits, and it is bringing my mental health down, and it is making me spend every afternoon the day before dreading waking up the next morning. And
I didn't know it was that bad.
This is bad.
Not know it was that bad. I just thought it was like, ugh.
I thought if I did it consistently for 30 days, then I would have a different outlook, but I don't. In fact, it's reinforced my outlook.
I wondered if you did. I really didn't think it would reinforce your hatred, but I didn't know if it would be like, okay, this isn't for me. I look like I've got shoulder pads.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to get her face.
Well, that's okay. Or if it would make you like go all in and say yes.
We are halfway through the 30 days.
It's neither of those things.
If I felt even a little bit like maybe it was worth hanging in there, but we're halfway through the 30 days and I'm only re-entrenched in my...
If you're already doubling down on it, then there's no reason for you to continue it. Again, it's not like you're gaining weight and you're trying to lose it and you can't find the motivation.
It was never about weight for me.
Exactly.
It was about,
I know, but
it was about trying to see if, like science tells me, if increasing my activity level would improve my quality of life and my health. And it probably does on paper. I don't doubt that.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't get blood work done, right? I mean...
But it doesn't make me feel any better about myself.
Okay.
It makes me anxious and have a hard time sleeping.
Anxious.
Dreading getting up.
What if we went and lifted weights again?
That was what gave me the body dysmorphia.
Well, I mean, like, we could do it differently. But okay. It's
the
okay.
The only thing I enjoy doing of what we've done this past 15 days were the workouts we did in the pool. However, because I have bleach in my hair, I cannot be getting my hair wet in the pool every single day. I don't even know if I want to do it 3 times a week because...
Well, no, I mean, you're paying for that, right? So,
Isn't this awful? This is so...
First world problems.
First world problems.
So privileged.
Privileged problems. I'm sorry. I am a failure. I have let everything down. Everyone down. I've let you down. I've let myself down.
What?
I've let the vlog down.
This is crazy. No, you haven't let
But
anybody
if I
down.
could just tell you how happy it makes me to know I can sleep in a little tomorrow and have a big old pot of coffee.
That's okay. Thunder's rolling in.
All right.
That's okay.
I will continue to flagellate myself for the rest of time. But right now, I really just want to get off here and finish some Graham Hancock, okay? Tomorrow will be day number 1 of going back to normal. That's what we might as well just keep the vlog going.
Okay, I'm gonna start throwing sandbags tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe I can take video it, tape it, and tell I'm an '80s kid.
I know you've missed it. He referred to our joke out.
What?
He referred to our workouts as jokes
Well,
more than one time, so I know he's missed a real workout. I
have been lifting weights since 1998.
I have been not working out since 1985.
Oh, okay, you can go from that time you were born.
I would. You know what? Good night, guys.
So that's it.
Bye.
Have a good night.
See you tomorrow, maybe.
Bye-bye.